Okay, guys. So, back in Wurm Unlimited on the Ironman Saga, or in the Ironman Saga, I went over to Mythmore for a brief minute. I was going to see about getting set up for another video, and yeah, I've got so much work there to do that's just repetitive, repetitive, repetitive. So I decided that I'm going to continue to work on that and get it set up. I am officially pulling the plug on the Mythmore uh, video series. However, I'm going to transition it into. I have actually decided I'm going to transition it into the tutorial series. So, following along um, in the footsteps of Gamester for Life, um, I'm going to create an entire video series to update his series. It's not a bad series. I suggest you go watch it. As a matter of fact, I will leave a link in the description below to his channel, specifically to that particular playlist. Um, but it is a good series. Um, but yeah, it's a little outdated. Not so much in terms of game settings or what you can't do, but it's several years old. It's time that it gets updated um, so that it's new, fresh content, even though the information really hasn't changed. Now, keep in mind it possibly has changed a little bit on the official Worm online servers, but not so much on Worm Unlimited. So, anyway, let's get into this. So, I brought the cart from over there, roughly where the horse is at. I think it was more along the edge here. And at first, I got stuck in the water. It would not let me pull it through the water. So, I had to kind of go up and around and in here, only to find out that, yeah, I can't pull it through the water here either. It's too deep. So, I got looking. Um, on Wormpedia, apparently I can mine out the ceiling a bit. Possibly not this ceiling, but I'm not 100% certain. And I can fill this with concrete so that it's up out of the water. Now, to get concrete, let's start this over here. So, concrete is a material that you can make in the game through crafting. You need lye and you need mortar. Okay? Mortar consists of clay and sand, equal portions. It's 1 to 1. Lye, if we look, contains equal portions of ash and water. Well, we definitely have plenty of ash, or I'm sorry, of water. I was going to start by making the lye in this series, or in this episode, but coming in here, I came up, and lo and behold, my pile of ore is missing. All of my ash is missing. The wooden logs that were here are missing. I think everything decayed. I honestly do. The only thing left here is the large anvil. Um, if we examine quality level 1, I forgot about the anvil. I got the little one, the small anvil, but I did not upgrade the large one or improve it. So I can't do the lye yet because it will not let me drag this in here. I don't have any ash, so this is kind of stuck at the entrance until I pull it backwards. So instead, we'll just open it up. We're going to take, yeah, see, even this stuff is decaying out. And a lot of that is because I don't have this place deeded yet. Until I start combat, or go all the way back up to the main village and sell fish or what have you, I can't afford the deed. Even just a little deed. I simply do not have the coin. So, that said, and I'm not going to just give it to myself using my GM. That would defeat the entire purpose of the Ironman saga. So, what we're going to do is we're going to keep pushing forward. Decayed material or not, I don't care. What I want is the log with the least and the next one. We're going to put those in there. I want the wood scrap. Okay, so we have a bunch of wood scrap. We're just going to grab a pile of it. We're going to combine these. And then we're not going to worry about the rest of this because it's just nails. We're going to leave the rest of the wood here. We're going to kick through here, grab our knife, carving knife right there. Okay, we do have some lump iron, so we're going to grab this 4.4. We're going to grab the better quality pickaxe, and we're going to grab the lower quality pickaxe. The better quality, actually, let's go ahead and repair that real quick. Make sure it's still going to be better quality. Not cared about the yo-yo, the spindle. Definitely don't care about the crude axe or the multitudes of crude pickaxes. We're going to use up these crude pickaxes on stone shards just to get rid of them. We're going to use up these 2 crude shovels to start flattening some land, and we're going to use the where did you go? The iron shovel to follow that up. But for now, we're just going to worry about getting some more iron. We're going to get this fire going. So we'll equip the carving knife. We're going to create some kindling. Okay, and then we're going to take, actually, let's go ahead and create one more. Oops. And then we'll combine those. Okay, we'll try it again. I like the visual aspect of the crafting window as opposed to the right click. It seems to be easier, and see, we only needed it the once, so that's alright. So we're going to combine these, and we're going to right click on the wood scrap and create furnaces, campfire. It should throw it kind of in the middle here somewhere. Try it again. There we go. 2 tries on that one. Part of that's because our skill level is still fairly low. So if we examine this right now, it says it'll burn for about 10 minutes. If we take one of these logs and, I forgot, you activate the log, right click on here and just click on burn. Now you can right click and examine. Now it says 39 minutes. So we're good to go for a minute. So we're going to take this one and put it in there. We're going to take the lump iron and put it in there. And we're going to take the carving knife. No, we don't need the carving knife in there. We need, that's it. That's all we need. So for now, we're going to take the log, the wood scrap, and the carving knife, and the kindling. We're going to drop these on the ground, which is going to create a box, a pile of items, and all our stuff is in there. Okay, so got that. We're going to open the campfire so we can watch the lump. We're going to work on a mining skill a little bit. We've got to get some food because we're kind of low on food. And actually, maybe we should go and do that first. Okay, skills, wood cutting increased because we were utilizing, oh, there it is. Pile of iron ore. We have one that's a 3.28. That's still not good enough quality. There we go. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and actually go grab some food. So we'll grab a rake. Right there. Just in case we need to plow anything up or cultivate, whatever. Go ahead and close that, and we're going to shoot back out this way. We're going to leave the cart there for a minute, and we're going to cut through the water. Because believe it or not, swimming is actually faster than traveling through reeds. Oh, black spike. And it's faster than walking on peat. We'll check on our bushes here real quick. There's our hazelnut. She's grown up pretty good. See? Looks like little clovers at the moment. Let's see, what do we got here? That's the raspberry bush. That little guy. Then there's another one right here. And then, of course, I think this is, yeah, our orange tree. It's coming in nicely. Let's go over here and check on our garden. That is our corn. Let's see if we can get the angle correct. Right, but untended. Okay, so we're going to farm that. Untended cotton. Carrots. We may actually have to go forage. Just so we can give these guys a chance to actually grow. there's 2 harvest cycles. The first one, you get through it, and it says that it's ripe and yet untended. They just kind of grow willy-nilly. Well, after you use a rake on them, now they're tended, they're weeded, they're lined up. See how they're all kind of lined up now? If you watch the pumpkins, so this one's untended as well. I'm going to back up so you guys can see this. Watch the positioning of the pumpkins. We'll close the inventory to give you a better view. So when I farm this, see how they're kind of scattered right now? Now they're all in nice, neat rows. So when these go through a second harvest cycle, see, it says pumpkin ripe, but they'll go through a second harvest cycle, and then the yield on them should be a little bit more. If it's not, no harm, no foul. Like I said, we'll just go and we'll go and do some foraging real quick to get some food and just chow down on whatever we find. Let me get this one. Nope. Farm that. I think we actually replanted everything. Oh, okay. So this one is completely ripe, it looks like. As you see how everything else is lined up in a row. This one says it's ripe, but it's not in a row. So that one is ready to be picked. So we're just going to harvest that. We got 5 pumpkins. The harvest is of top quality. You realize you harvested in perfect time. Well, that's fine by me because, well, if you haven't been watching the series, Old Bitty Gaming will tell you that I will eat some serious pumpkins. In real life, I don't much care for pumpkins, but they they have a lot of weight, and they will fill you up. They take a while to eat down here. You can see it takes a while to eat, but they'll end up filling up your bar. Now, because I'm not cooking them, because they're not mixed in a meal, they're not hot food, I lose a lot of nutrition eating them raw. Old Bitty Gaming has already pointed out in several of her videos, if you want your bar to just fill up, you can eat the stuff raw. It'll fill up fast, but it won't last very long. You're going to have to keep eating and keep eating and keep eating just to maintain. You're not going to have a whole lot of nutrition. If you take time to cook the meals, get everything prepared, so that you're actually eating hot meals, your nutrition, depending on the quality level of the meal, whether it's a breakfast, a casserole, whatever, doesn't matter. But the quality level of the meal, along with the weight, will not only fill you up, but it'll also work on these nutrition bars. So the calories, carbs, fats, and proteins. Ooh, good gravy. I've already eaten 3. and he's still not full. The higher your nutrition value, the more green this bar will become. Once it actually turns green, you've got decent nutrition. Now your food bar won't go down as fast. So it's kind of a give and take. You either eat the raw so you get your food up there faster, or your food level faster, or you take time to prepare a meal and it gets up there a little slower, but it maintains longer as a trade-off. Whereas the orange bar, the raw stuff that gives you little to no nutrition, won't maintain as long. You'll have to go and eat sooner. And this one's just about done, so we're gonna see what else we got here. I think the rice is the only thing left, and it needs to be tended. And eventually, in this series, we will end up cooking meals and so forth. Right now, I'm just worried about keeping my bar up there. Oh, yeah, okay. But there's a lot of little tricks about the visuals for the game. So when, for example, when the pumpkins are ripe, and I mean fully ripe, typically this center pumpkin won't be there. It'll be a ring, like what we just saw. And you'll step into it and it'll say pumpkin, or field pumpkin ripe. Won't say that it needs to be, or that it's untended or anything, but that center pumpkin won't be there. It'll just be kind of a ring. I believe the melons are the same way. Certain other plants, these are the potatoes. Okay, so I think it's like the onions actually have like a little purple flower on the top when they're ready. There's little cues, and not everything has that cue, but there's certain little things here and there that you can pick up on that that'll tell you a little more detail about what's going on without actually saying anything. You just got to pay attention to the surroundings and pay attention to what's going on. See, now I don't have a spare pumpkin to be able to put in here, but I'm okay with that. So we've got full belly. Oh, we got a lag spike. It's dark. So, what better time than now to go back into the mine since it's dark. And we're going to get the pickaxe. We're going to kill the inventory. I'm watching these animals because I literally have no gear. No weapons, no armor. And we'll be working on that soon too. Okay, so first things first, let's open up our campfire. And we're going to right click and go to examine. It says 25 minutes now. And we were at, let's scroll up. Ooh, we got to scroll quite a ways. 39. So we were apparently 14 minutes. Let me see how accurate that is. We are now, well, it's 24 minutes into the video, so it could be fairly accurate. Okay, so this is 6:30 versus 6:44. That's 14 minutes. So I guess this mod is actually working fairly well. Okay, to open our inventory, we are going to put the... Can't do anything with that. And I believe this needs to be in there as well. So take... And I forgot about that. Okay, so let's repair this real quick. Since it's quality level 1, it's not going to actually drop the quality level any. There we go. So we're going to let that heat up. We can put the rake in there, but we need better quality ore. Where'd my ore go? Right there. Okay, so we're going to go back up here to the wall. Do some more mining, see what we can come up with. Let's open this up so we can see what's happening. There's 571, which means we'll get like 5.2-ish in lump. You always lose quality level in your lumps compared to the ore itself. Now, if I had a smelter, I wouldn't lose as much. At least that's been my experience. I don't know exactly how the game mechanic works. And honestly, I haven't been on enough servers personally to know if it's a specific mod that a particular server is using that causes less or more quality level change when going from raw material to refined material. Boy, we're just getting yucky stuff. Whole lot of yucky stuff. That's okay. Because at the moment, if this stuff is going to decay, I'd rather it decay the 1.0 stuff so it's not even around. I don't have to deal with it. Because there's not a whole lot you can do with quality level 1 iron ore. You can't use it to improve anything. You can use it to make the basic starting stuff. You can make basically garbage nails, garbage ribbons, that sort of thing. But effectively, it's useless. We have no stamina. Let that go back up. Mine some more. See, I was too busy flapping my gums and not paying attention to my stamina bar. So I didn't get a chance to watch Old Bitty Gaming's video yesterday when it came out for Wurm Unlimited or The Infected or Eco. Those are the 3 games that she's doing right now. But I did, however, watch the Wurm Unlimited video today. And I'm about halfway through the Infected video. The Infected is actually turning out to be a really good series. I wasn't sure I'd actually like that game when I first looked at it, but watching her gameplay videos, and I've actually gone over to another channel that she's been suggesting for that series. If you want to know who she's suggesting, go check out her videos. She mentions the other channel quite a bit. Just like in her Wurm videos, she mentions my channel quite a bit. And of course, I do the same in return. Mainly because I'm not trying to promote her channel, and she's not trying to promote mine. We're trying to promote each other's videos because they're quality videos that we enjoy. They're not necessarily videos that everyone else is going to enjoy. Some people, when they're checking out a game, a lot of people, in fact, would rather just see the highlights. Biddy and I don't do highlights so much. There may be, a few times here and there where we'll kind of touch on certain things that we've dealt with offline, or while we weren't recording, whatever. Or I might do a speed run just to kind of move through a very boring area. But we don't cut out a whole lot. So all this mining that you're seeing happening now, this is what you're going to deal with in the game. And we would rather our viewers get a real look at the game. All of our videos are based with that in mind. We would rather people see exactly what the game is about so that they can make an informed decision on whether or not they want to buy the game and play the game. Not so much just the highlights. But there are other people out there that would rather just see the highlights, and that's okay. There's tons of videos on just about every game out there that you could possibly put into a YouTube search engine that you're going to see a 5 or 10 minute video on, and they're going to cover, potentially several hours, days, possibly even weeks worth of gameplay in that 5 or 10 minutes. But that doesn't show you a whole lot about the actual game. I got interested in doing these types of videos. I can't even count how many years ago. I can count, but I can't remember how many years ago I started watching gameplay videos, and I ran across a couple of different channels that I really started enjoying because they were doing exactly what Biddy and I are doing. One of the channels featured a flat-out first looks video. And sure, some of their videos, they had actually checked out the game prior to making the video a little bit, just to kind of get an idea of handling, controls, that sort of thing, to make for a more pleasant experience for their viewers. A lot of the games they didn't. So you will see them fumbling through controls, through quest lines, through trying to figure out where things are on the map, or how to go about crafting such and such an item, or whatever. Those are the videos that I like watching. Biddy's videos and my videos are along those same lines. That's why I promote her channel. I promote her Wurm videos. I mention the other games that she's playing, and I have absolutely zero problem updating my viewers on what she's doing on her channel, because there are times where she's not going to be able to be available. She's got something to do with her husband, the old goat, or she's having internet issues, or what have you. And we both believe that some of her viewers, some of her subscribers, have come over and started watching my videos, and vice versa. Well, if we're sharing the same viewers, why not keep everybody informed of what's going on? She mentions pretty regularly about the videos that I run, the different series that I'm doing, keeping her viewers up to date, and trying to encourage them to come over and watch a few more videos on the game. I've got this Ironman series going. I did have the Mythmore Prime play along that I was doing, that had a few tutorials here and there, but that one's being changed over to just being straight tutorial. That'll be starting next week. So you're kind of stuck with the Ironman videos and whatever else I throw in for now. And then I also do server news. The server I'm playing on right now, this is Seattle Sanctuary. This is my server. I pay for hosting. This is a dedicated private server set for public use. So it's technically considered a public server, but it's a private server for public use. That means you don't need a password to come onto this server. As if you have Wurm Unlimited, if you own the game, you're able to check out different servers, play your own private server, what have you. Wurm Unlimited is literally the standalone version of Wurm Online. It is not an official supported piece of software. Um, it it was put out by. Sorry, had a call coming in. Um, it was put out by the devs years ago um, that work on Wurm Online, so that we had a standalone version because they were trying to encourage more gameplay. But it's no longer supported. We're the abandoned child, um, and that's okay because it still effectively works pretty much the same. The biggest difference is there are a lot more mods available to fix the issues with Wurm Unlimited, or some of them, than there are Wurm Online. Sure, you can get client-side mods for both, and they're still working on Wurm Online, so you get new updates, and I think they just added goblin camps and bundled archery arrows and that sort of thing. We don't have that here, except that we do. There are people in the community that are willing to put together the mod packs for the server, uh, server side, to be able to implement them on private servers. So there's already goblin camps on this server. No, they are not like the official goblin camps. They're much, much smaller. Um, they're nowhere near what you would see like, I don't know, old school EverQuest or whatever, when you run around to the orc camps and there's tents everywhere and, it's an actual encampment. These are more like little hovels. Um, and it's just one, little nest, or I don't know, hideout, or whatever you want to call it. And there's a few of them in the area. But we still have goblins. We still have, large spiders and all that stuff. I mean, everything that you could pretty much want from Wurm Online is on Wurm Unlimited. And Biddy and I try to show our viewers that is very much a possibility, that, you can have all of that. Let's see. These ones here can be shifted over. Oh, we didn't get the high end ones. So actually, let's pull these back out and we'll put these in first. Then we'll put to the 580. 575. Nope. Okay, 580. Let's reset this here. So yeah, 580 to 593 is the range that we're currently working with. Average is 5.87. So we'll keep that in mind when it changes over to lump, but I'm pretty sure this is going to drop down to about 5.3, maybe 5.4 if we're lucky, for the average. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to take this lump, we want to take the anvil. Okay, we're going to activate the lump, we're going to right click the anvil, and we're going to go to improve. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Okay, no problem. Drop, place. Escape out of that. Let's move down this way so we can actually see what we're doing. We're going to place on the ground. Now we're going to improve. And we got to watch the event window this time. See, now we damaged it, so we got to repair it. And then we're going to try to improve it again. Damaged it. Need to polish the large anvil with a pelt. We don't have a pelt, so that's going to be the quality we got. And it is... Oh, why'd you lock up? Hey, give me my mouse back. Uh-oh. I think Windows froze. That's not good. Oh, no. I know what happened. My mouse died. Give me just a second here. Yep. Okay, so I need to swap batteries in the mouse real quick. So hang on. I run a wireless mouse. It is the Razer Basilisk X Hyperspeed. And it seems to work pretty good most of the time. Okay, drop that back down. And there we go. Sorry about that. So we're going to go ahead and take that. And we have a 1.97 now. Okay. Well, not a whole lot we can do with a 1.97, but you can see right here, that little symbol means that it needs a pelt. There's only certain animals that give a pelt. Unfortunately, as disturbing as it may sound, dogs are one of them. We're not going to go out and kill a dog right now. We're not going to kill anything right now. We can't even kill a chicken right now. So that anvil is going to stay the way it is. I'm just going to go ahead and... Oh, it can't be planted. Okay, so we're going to drop, place. We'll just leave it right there. We've got the campfire going. We're waiting for this iron ore. And let's scroll up in this window. We've got 47 in here. So we can actually throw this lump back in here for now. There's nothing more that we need the campfire for at the moment. But we're going to check on its time. Examine. Okay, 2 minutes 59 seconds left. So it is definitely time. Move this over here. We're going to grab this log and we're going to throw it in there. Log will not fit. Okay, so we put it in here. Close this down. Activate the log. Right click on the fire and say burn. That immediately burns it. It does the same thing if you grab it and drop it into the fire. It just doesn't take as long to damage it out. So now if we examine it, 19 minutes. So we're going to need more logs. Open this back up. All we have is wood scrap, but we can throw that in there. That's 10 weight. We actually don't want it in the fire. We're gonna activate, and we're gonna burn it. Okay. Now we'll examine it again, and we're at 26 minutes. I believe basically the highest amount of time you can get is roughly an hour, but don't quote me on that. Okay, so we don't care about any of this at the moment. What we need, since we don't need to do any more here, um, actually, where's our mallet? Or small anvil? I think it's a small anvil. No, it's the large anvil, isn't it? I know, you guys don't know what I'm talking about just yet. Okay, large anvil, add to crafting window. Okay, we're going to come over here and we're going to open this back up. And we're going to take, oh, there's the lumps. So what we want is this guy out of the equation. So we ended up with an average of 470. That's much lower than I had anticipated, but that's okay. That average is going to bring up the average on this 440. So we'll take all of it, and that puts us at 468. We'll combine all of this. So we got a nice heavy chunk. Now later on, we're not going to want to do that. We're going to want to keep the quality levels separate. If we've got a quality level 20 lump and a quality level 40 lump, we're not going to want to mix the two because that's going to bring us down to about 30. We want to use the quality level 20 lump to improve stuff up to that lump's quality level. And then we're going to want to use the 40 to continue or what have you. Right now, we're going to put this in here. And we don't want plate. What we want is weaponry. So we've got anchor, breastplate, excuse me, hanging headlamp, imperial lamp head. Oh, excuse me, hanging lamp head, imperial lamp head, large bell resonator, and plate leggings that we are not qualified to do yet. What we want is, well, actually what we want is lead for a maul, but that's okay. We're going to make a metal staff for now. We only need the one. That's going to get us a weapon at least. We're probably going to fail a few times. Oh, hey, look at that. And we also got a little bit of a lump back, I guess. Okay, so let's try to improve it. I figured we were going to damage the dang thing a few times. Okay, we'll try to improve it again. Alright, that's better than our lump is. So now we're going to take that. That is going to go up right here. We now have a weapon. We're partway there. We don't need a lot of stuff, but this is a two-handed weapon. Examine. Shiny steel staff etched with decorations that works as a weapon itself, but which may be fitted with a blade for that little extra punch. It's glowing from heat. It could be improved with a lump. Yes, it could potentially. Let's see. We want to move this over just a second and search material for staff. So what they're talking about is right here. You have a ranged pole, which requires a square piece of cloth and basically bug carcass. You have the long spear, which requires a spear tip, steel spear, Interesting. It's literally the same thing. Long spear requires a spear tip and a staff, and the steel spear requires a steel tip and or a spear tip and a staff. And you have the halberd. That is the staff and the huge halberd head. We don't need a halberd. It's slow. Sure, it does more damage, but staves are fairly quick. They do a decent amount of damage, and since they do a decent amount of damage and they're fairly quick, they over time end up actually doing quite a bit more damage. Let's make some ribbons, since we can. We're not going to make a lot of them. We're just making a few so that we can get a few basic things dealt with. We need, I don't know, 5 or 10 to start with. And we seem to be having pretty good luck, so we'll just keep moving with them. Now, I will tell you, the armor, the heavier it is, the more weight it puts on your character. That means the slower you're going to move. A lot of veterans in this game will, if they're combat vets, they'll wear their heaviest, best armor, the armor that they are the skilled the most with, out to combat. But some of them are min-maxers too, as with any game. So depending on which creature they're going for, will determine which armor they wear, whether it's leather, whether it's chain, whether it's plate, what have you. While they're crafting, if they're working on their homestead or what have you, they'll take their armor off. Well, sure, that sounds pretty silly because they could be attacked. Well, no, because most of them are already deeded up, and they have Spirit Templars, and those Spirit Templars kind of watch over their deed, so they never get attacked on their own deed. But they can carry more while they're running around, moving logs from one place to another, or whatever. They're not as hindered in movement without because they're not wearing all this heavy gear. Horseshoes are one of the items that'll actually make your horses faster. You cannot, and this is going to be in the tutorial series as well once we get to that point, but just so that you know at the moment, you cannot put horseshoes on when they're glowing hot. Horses don't like that so much. Okay, we've got 9. Let's do one more round. Then so we got 10 of them. And unfortunately, you need the small anvil and you need the large anvil. Different ones create different things. We're going to make a frying pan. What? What are you talking about? Contains too little material. Okay, well, that's easy to fix. Once I can find, there it is. Open this. We're going to open our ore. Sort by quality level. We're going to grab the top. These guys. We're going to throw those in. Close that. We can close the character window. And we can close that for a minute. And we don't need this for a minute. Oh, we want to actually open this back up. We're going to drop these lumps in there. The ribbons don't need to be hot. They're already done. We actually got good, decent beginner quality ribbons out of that. Okay, so we don't need the campfire. We're going to close that. We're going to take this out here. We're going to put it on the cart because we don't need the ribbon. I'm sure you can hear that I'm trying to swim. Okay, so we want all the logs are weighing the same. So we're going to take 3 of these. It's going to weigh us down. It's okay. While we're moving, skills. Let's see. Miscellaneous went up to 5. Okay. Drop on the ground. That's what I thought. Yeah, see, I would have lost my carving knife and my kindling because I didn't have anything else in there and I couldn't see it. So it's possible that the ash and ore from here is actually underneath this fire pit as well. I don't know. We're going to grab a couple more. Okay, we'll leave the last 2 on the cart. Why? Well, you never know. We may need some. But we're going to take the cart out of here. And we're going to grab some cotton. And we're going to... Ooh. I'm not sure if I want to... Yeah, I guess we will. We are going to... practice our staff on this innocent little chicken. And don't yell at me for beating up a chicken. We've got to get our combat skills up somehow. The nice thing is, chickens, like most animals, cannot swim. So if we get into a pinch, we just come out here in the water and they can't follow us. I don't want to take on a horse. I don't want to take on a sheep. Or especially anything aggressive. Because we will definitely get our stuff handed to us. There's another chicken right there, but he's a little further away from the water, and we'd have to go through the reeds to get to the water. That one's in the I don't know what that is there. Is that a log? Yes, it is. Oh, sorry. That one is in the cave. Now, why are we grabbing cotton? Because cotton is good for binding wounds. So we're going to take 1. Actually, we're going to take 2 of them. We're going to pick the seeds. Why 2? Because we're going to sew 1 here. We're going to pick these. And we're going to sew 1 here. Okay? Now we have cotton for our wounds. Because we're going to get wounds. This chicken's going to peck us to death. Oh. I Just saw that message. We didn't finish sewing and started running away. Now it's sewn. But this is going to be the finale of the video today. It's been, well, it's been fun. Uh, it's been I can't even say it's been an interesting video because it really hasn't. Um, there's just, it's a whole lot of rudimentary things that you have to deal with over and over again until you get better at it. But that's part of the joy of this game is the satisfaction of getting better at something. Okay, so before I lose it, since this is going to be the end of the video, it's now 8:20 where I live, p.m. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Correction, it's 7:20. So let's examine this. I got 17 minutes. We'll grab another log. Oh, no. No, I think we're just going to pull this stuff out because this video's been going on for an hour already, and I don't run a timer, so we're going to go ahead and open this, and we're going to take all of this stuff out, and we are going to put it in here. So these two pickaxes can go in there. The rake and the lumps can go in here. And that can close. And because I am super curious, let's take the rake. Oops. And the two pickaxes, and we're just going to drop them on the ground for a minute. Nope, they're not there. So I don't know what happened to the ash or the lumps or anything else, but that's okay. They're not here, so it is what it is. At some point, we'll get out of this cave and actually have a proper building and whatnot for a forge and all that stuff. Okay, on to combat. So, fighting options here in Wurm Unlimited. Aggressive style, defensive style, normal style, and ranged. We do not have a ranged weapon, so we cannot use ranged. Aggressive style is going to be a little more towards the attacking side, which means we're not going to get as much defense. So we're going to be getting hit more. Defensive style is the exact opposite. We're going to defend more, parrying and all that stuff. So we're not going to do as much damage. Normal is actually right in the middle. Now, if we target this hen, attacks, target, okay, we're not on auto attack right now. We're not. But apparently, I think it killed us. Or yeah. Is it in here? There's more cotton. Yeah, so I'm confused because it's under the cave floor. Okay, let me try that again. We'll head out this way. I couldn't even get meat off of it because it was stuck under the floor. Okay, we're gonna stand back. Okay, we're gonna target this cow. I am not attacking a cow. Um, hmm. It's not gonna let me show you that window that was just up a bit ago. Where'd that other chicken go? I thought I saw him out here. I mean, I'd rather not kill the chickens because, as it is, they're already tough to find in this world. All right. Well, we're probably going to get it handed to us, but let's see. Oh, there's that window. Let's see if I can get just close enough to pop it. There we go. So there's your four different stances, and then depending on what you choose to do, it'll tell you as you get better. Right here, I'm too far. It's not. Oh, there it goes. Distance is good. It'll tell you if you get too close. And then you can actually pick as you get better. You can your footing is normal, but you can, as your combat skills get better, you can actually choose which direction you want to try to attack. And I've actually seen it to where it'll tell you if you get a bonus or if you've got a better chance at hitting it in that location or just what the deal is. So let's switch to aggressive. Oh, it won't let me because I'm already aggressive. Okay. Well, let me focus. You're not focused on combat. Try it again. Too far away. Stop focusing. Stop focusing. There we go. See? Attack right, 90%. Attack center, 93%. Well, we're actually not doing too bad against a cow with just a staff. Achievement, Silver Bovine Master. Okay. So what we need to do right now is take the corpse and get it out of this area so that we can see it. We need right here. We're going to do this first. The cotton. Okay? Activate the cotton. If you tap on the torso, for example, because it has wounds, or tap on the left arm or the hand, see, each one has wounds. This is a very light bruise, so we can administer first aid. And we failed. And this is light bruise, light bruise. Okay. Now we can also just go torso altogether and do first aid instead of each individual one. And it's going to try to go through. Now our first aid skill is garbage. Bandage the wound with cotton. Okay, so now if we open this back up, see, we're less than what we had before. Now we can administer first aid again, and if it goes through this time, you can see what happens with these different wounds. Okay, now you see this one's got a little white box in the corner now, so that one's going to heal faster, and it says it's bandaged when you go over it. That one is not, that one's not, so on and so forth. But that one says bandaged. Oh, that one went away. Serious wounds can actually kill you. Light wounds, medium wounds, not so much. You'll eventually heal up from them. And if you want, you can go combine to make it more cotton. But you just keep trying to administer it until everything is either bandaged or healed. And it does take a little while. The more skill you get at it, the faster it'll go. The more successful you'll be. See, a lot of them are just disappearing because we successfully bandaged the wound and it heals. But it'll keep giving us the option for first aid if there's a wound that is not bandaged. Cotton is not the only thing you can use. There are also salves that you can use, or not so much on this server, but on other servers you can't. If you choose to be a priest, you can cast spells to heal yourself or heal others. Okay, so that those two it's already saying have been healed, so we got to specifically tell it to heal this one. There it goes. Alright, we're going to click on the left arm. We've only got one there, so we'll try to administer first aid there. That one's done. Try to get the hand. I'm actually really surprised we were able to take that cow down. Like, seriously surprised. I certainly wouldn't go up against a troll or anything, by no means, but alligator or giant spider or anything like that, nuh-uh. I'm good. Three wounds on the legs. Oh, now down to two. Sorry, I keep tapping the microphone. Now one. We're going to try to put first aid again, and we'll look at these. Those two are still healing, okay? Okay, so the only ones we have left are the two bruises. This one's a very light bruise. That one's a very light bruise, so those will be gone momentarily. And you can already see we're back up to 94% health just by using some cotton. Sure, it takes a little bit, but for those of you that are not necessarily um, super savvy about coming out and doing combat or what have you, I don't blame you. Some of this stuff will tear you up. Um, but at the same time, that gives you an idea of what the combat's like. Typically, I just go auto to start off with, but it's recommended that you don't. Well, if it's recommended that you don't, why do I? Because I don't much care for the specifics of it. It's effectively a little mini game all in itself, and I don't care to play it. Set me up. I'm usually on aggressive, and I set it to auto, and I just, something attacks me, I just spin around on it and keep attacking it. I don't want to do that with the Ironman Saga because I don't want to be out, roaming around and get attacked by something or get within range of something and have it automatically start attacking it and get my tail feathers handed to me. Sorry. Open. Okay. The lump iron, do we still have some that is red? Yes, we do. So we're going to take this one, and if we have any kind of luck whatsoever, we're going to have enough material. We need, I think we need the small anvil. This one. Trying to hurry before it completely cools down. Let's see. Tool parts, butcher knife blade right there. That looks more like a chopper, but okay. Create one for me. Ooh, all right. Now, we need the crude knife. No, we don't. Forgive me. We need to go up here. Open this one again, and we need the carving knife. And we need a log. Yeah. Doesn't matter which one. It's going to be... That can go in there, and the log can go in here, and we're going to make a handle. That means we need to make a shaft. Now the shaft can go in there, and we need the handle. Okay. Now that The rest of that shaft can go in there. The carving knife can go in there. And the handle can go in here along with butcher knife blade. We can make a butchering knife. The wood scrap can go over here. And the log can go over here. Apparently we failed at that one. Oh, did you guys see? First aid went up to 2. Staff went up to 2. Okay, we now have a butchering knife. We have no skill at it. But we're going to activate the butchering knife and we're going to right click on the corpse and we're going to butcher. Hopefully. Okay, and it says right here, you butcher the corpse of a mature cow. You produce a meat. You produce a meat. You produce a meat. You've failed to produce a cow, a hoof, fat, hide, bladder, or 2 eyes. So all we got is some meat from it. But all we kind of wanted was some meat, since we had to sacrifice the cow anyway. So now we have some meat that we can cook. And we've got a few minutes left. We don't want the meat to go bad. But do we have... Oh, there's our pottery bowl right there. So we have a pottery bowl. We've got 3 pottery bowls. Let's just grab all 3 of them then. We don't have any vegetables or anything like that. That's okay. Take a drink. We're going to put a meat in each one. Okay, how much time do we have left on this? 7 minutes. All right. Oops. Can't just drag and drop. Now we can drag and drop. We're going to put the lump in there, and we're going to put the butcher knife in there. We're going to open this one up. We're going to put the anvil in there so it's closer to what we're doing here. We're going to keep the cotton on us for now. Actually, no we're not, because we're not going to do a whole lot of combat. At least not right now. I'd rather get some gear first. But I wanted to show you guys what what the combat looked like, since we have an actual weapon right now. So we're moving forward with this Ironman saga. Okay, and while this is cooking, let's see. We're going to grab... Where's that log? This log right here. We're going to throw that log in there so it can burn down. And that'll provide us some more time. But we don't need that. What we need is any shovel. Any shovel. There's the iron shovel. That'll work. We're going to come out here. We're going to activate the shovel and be respectful to the cow. Cows like grass, so we're going to go to the grass. Get out of these reeds. There we go. And we're going to right click here and we're going to bury the corpse. achievement, Silver Gravedigger. Now, with the bounty mod that I have on here, there is the chance that you can earn coin by burying corpses. Um, and actually, I don't know if did I earn coin? Did anybody see if I earned coin? Bandaging wounds. Oh, you stop attacking. Okay. Got 1 copper deposited into your bank. We have officially earned our first amount of money. We need a lot more to set up this deed. Trust me on that one. Even for a small one, we're going to need more. But we now have money in the bank. Now, does that mean I'm going to go out and start slaughtering cows? No, not by any means. We still want to go after the aggressive creatures. There are spiders nearby and all that stuff. But we want to gird up first. That means we want armor, and we want, want to kind of get our skills up a little bit and kind of take things a little slow. But there's our pottery bowl. Open. Oh, we have a breakfast. And it's hot, so we'll go ahead and take that breakfast, and we're going to eat that breakfast. Because we can probably use the nutrition. It's not going to give us a lot of nutrition, but it'll help. Suddenly realize that you have more of an insight about prayer because I started eating breakfast. Yeah, figured that one out. Okay, this one's hot. So we're going to eat this one. Nutrition went from 11% to 13%. Can you imagine? Food's at 72, so we've got enough room, or should have enough room, to finish this one up and possibly eat this other one. This isn't glowing yet. Now it's glowing. We'll give it a second so that it actually picks up some heat. Then we'll try to improve it a little bit. Gotta wait for this one to finish. So we're at 15% now for nutrition, 73% on food. There's the other breakfast. If your food is too hot, the game won't let you eat it. It basically screams at you saying that you'll, essentially, that you'll burn your mouth on it. So it's got to be hot food is more beneficial than cold food. And if it's more than hot by too much, it won't let you eat it at all until it cools off. Okay, we can pull out the pottery bowls. And we're going to pull out these here. We're going to finish eating breakfast first. There we go. So food is at 75%. Nutrition is now at 16%. 0 still on calories, carbs, fats, and proteins. We should have gotten some protein out of that, but apparently we're just too low on it. Okay, so we're going to grab these. We're going to activate the lump, and we're going to improve butchering knife if we can. Oh, it has a little bit of damage. Forgive me. Now we'll improve it. And we'll try again. Here we go. It's the best we can do for the moment. So now we don't actually need the campfire. I am going to call it quits. We're going to put this stuff back over here. Open that. We're going to close the campfire and let it burn into nothingness. The iron lump is going to go in here. Good gravy. We've got a lot of iron lumps in there. Oh, that's right. They all need to be combined. Okay, the butchering knife can go in there. The pottery bowls can go in there for now. And the shovel can go in there for now. So we're not actually carrying anything on us. And we'll pick up tomorrow. Let's see. Close that. Close that. Open the skills. Characteristics. Body 0.02, mind 0.02, and soul 0.01. Specifically, strength 0.02, stamina 0.009. Body control 0.008. We're still far below what we need to be able to ride stuff. Mind logic 0.02. Mind speed is negligible. Same with soul strength. Same with soul depth hit 0.01. Okay, nothing in religion, because yeah. All right, skills, knives 0.05, specifically carving knife 0.065, and butchering knife 0.106. Carpentry 0.01. No secondaries on that one. Wood cutting 0.05. Mining 0.242. Digging 0.04. Fire making 0.08. Tailoring had no gain. Masonry shouldn't have. Okay, rope making, smithing 0.1624. Weaponsmithing 0.089. Bladesmithing 0.526. Okay. Blacksmithing 0.286. Cooking 0.24. Hot food cooking 0.143. And butchering, it says times 3, 0.1000239, highest 1.104. I don't fully understand that, but okay. All right, we'll go with what they say. Nature 0.09, nothing for fishing. Yeah. Gardening, farming went 0.405. Nothing for foraging or any of that stuff. Miscellaneous items 0.2217. And that is for rake of 0.362, pickaxe 0.257, and repairing 0.307. No alchemy toys. Fighting is a new one for us. Went up 0.222. Weaponless 0.37. Aggressive 0.707. And defensive 0.418. Normal fighting, taunting, and shield bashing did not go up. Healing 0.348. Another new one for us. Specifically first aid 1.25. So we've gained a whole skill and a quarter on first aid just today from one fight. Okay, pole arms 0.634. That's a new one for us. Staff 1.271. Again, 1.25 just today. Effectively on 2 fights, but tracking didn't go up, pavement didn't go up, prospecting no. Climbing. Okay, so that's it for skills. Um, and that is it for the video. Hopefully you all enjoyed. I will be leaving a link in the end card to Old Biddy Gaming, as well as um, the Ironman Saga playlist for this channel. If you want to see more of this content, feel free to subscribe. It is free. There aren't a whole lot of things in life that are free anymore, but subscribing and liking are definitely two of them. Liking the videos does tend to help the analytics for YouTube, which helps the channel. I am not insisting anyone does that, but it does help us out. So if you did like the video, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up. If you want to see more and you want to know when we put out new videos, subscribe and hit that bell icon just so that you get the notification that there's a new video out. Again, go hit Old Biddy Gaming. I'll put a link in the end card. She has got some fantastic videos out. I know I didn't get a chance to talk about her or her channel too much today, but I did watch her Wurm Unlimited video today. Um, she's been having internet issues. She thinks they're finally fixed. Unfortunately, now they've kind of messed up her sound again, so she's echoing again, but she will get that fixed, I'm sure. She had a little bit of problem with that earlier this week and last week, and she found out that it was a Windows setting. Well, now that there's a new issue, it messed up some of her settings again, so I'm sure she's already figured out that she's got to fix that again. And tomorrow's videos probably will not have that same echo. Um, but The Infected, Eco, Worm Unlimited. She's done Medieval Dynasty. She's got just tons and tons and tons of other games. And occasionally she switches out from one game to another, but she seems to keep coming back to Worm for some reason. I don't know. Maybe she likes the game. Um, if you like her videos, um, feel free to do the same thing. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe to her channel, hit the bell icon if you want to know when she puts out more videos. She's got her own way of putting it all in a nice, neat little bundle at the end of each video. You know, if you want to see this old woman play video games or what, however she says it, I think it's adorable. Go watch the videos and see for yourself how she plays her games and puts out her videos and just has so much energy and just passion for playing these games. She is just absolutely amazing. Go check her out. Um, Other than that, guys, that is it for me. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.